Welcome back to episode 7 of the Otaku Summit. We are back for another episode, and we are brought to you by, you guessed it, Emergent Studios and Pro Touch. And also, you can find us on the Solid Network along with your other favorite podcasts. Yep. Guys, for this week, I am your host, Javon, aka Kuma.
You're always our host, Javon.
No, we are all the host, but it's just I'm the one talking. Like,
okay.
Co-host. I'm just the one talking. You ain't gotta be like that.
I got you.
Goddamn.
I got you.
But yes,
I know, right?
Oh, come on. Because you guys are always said, you know what? Next to me is one of our other hosts.
Exactly.
Yes. Co-host is still a host, whatever. And alongside us today on call is Vicky. Say what's up, Vicky.
What's up? Oh, I gotta do it like scream. What's up?
I hate you guys.
Oh god.
How was everyone's week? Sorry. April's gonna be on with us later as well. She couldn't be in studio, but she will be on call later, right after Vicky. So we still have a full crew. We still have a full crew today. So yeah. What's up, guys? What's up? How's the week?
All right, now, man. This week wasn't bad. It was a decent week of anime. Even better week of manga.
Ooh, okay. Anything excited?
Bleach.
All right.
Has returned.
No, calm that down. We can get to that, but you're right. Vicky, what's up with you? What's up with you?
I'm good. Ain't that a holiday?
Yes.
Right?
Correct. That is the correct answer.
Don't worry. Saturday could be your holiday. Your unofficial holiday.
Hey, turn up on Saturday. And for those who don't know, Saturday is Omar's birthday. So on the 14th, if you love us and you love your co-host, you love your host, you love the person that's always on this podcast giving you all the anime news and reviews that you love to hear. Yes. Give him a birthday shout out.
Yes.
Don't be afraid to hit him up and say happy birthday. If you see the man out, buy him a shot. Buy him a drink.
Man. Always.
Do that.
Always.
He would accept it.
Always.
So I will let you lead this, because I know the biggest news for this week is something that you have been waiting for. You alluded to last week as well, and we finally got it.
Oh yeah, there's two pieces of news
yes.
that I need to talk about this week. So the first one is that Blue Lock, the soccer series that I told you guys about last week, the anime is confirmed now for 2022.
Yes.
We don't know which studio is animating it yet, but it doesn't matter. It's here. I speak this into existence. And like, I can't wait.
You guys really formed some kind of group. All Blue Lock fans have been manifesting this thing for ages.
All year, baby.
And this is so amazing.
All year.
Because solo leveling fans have probably been trying to manifest for so much longer, but it still hasn't happened yet. Right. Maybe one day. But Blue Lock got his anime.
Yeah,
and
the Blue Lock fandom coming in hot.
Listen.
All y'all Haikyuu fans, all y'all Kuroko Basket fans, all y'all Diamond Ace fans,
see what's happening.
All y'all Yowameshi Pedal fans.
They sounds
like an elitist to me.
Ice fans, watch out. We coming for y'all.
Did you have Vicky?
We coming for y'all.
You coming. Very elitist.
We taking over.
Yeah, he sounds like a manga leader.
We taking over.
I'm saying, like, you give them.
It's time.
You give them one simple
thing.
And now they just running out. They just
it's
going
time.
The whole nine.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Y'all ain't ready.
Yes. But
y'all ain't ready.
I am excited because you guys have talked about it a lot. You guys have mentioned it a ton. And like I said, the things I've seen, I like the art. I like what a little bit of the story that I've seen. I've been holding out because I know the whispers, the hints in the wind of an anime coming has always been there. So I just hold it out. So I'll definitely wait. And we have, and it's 2022.
Yeah, next year.
2022. All right. 2022 shaping up to be a good year.
It will be. Another thing, the second piece of news last night was a very special presentation.
Was it?
The JoJo community has a lot to rejoice because Part 6 just released their trailer, their first trailer.
Yeah.
And they revealed that the anime is actually starting in December on Netflix.
It's coming. It's premiering on Netflix.
Out on Netflix in December.
That's crazy.
And the Japanese broadcast starts in January.
Oh wow, that's a
strange.
Big flex for Netflix.
Yeah,
that's very strange.
I've never seen that happen before.
So,
but I'm all for that.
I mean, I am too, because I have to get back on it, but I have definitely been on a JoJo binge. I am still on part 2, but I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm enjoying it a lot. I definitely can't wait to get that's part 6, right? That's coming out.
Yeah.
Part 5 and part 6 are definitely what I can't wait to get to, because I like the art that I've seen for part 6. I saw a bit of the trailer as well. So that looks dope, just as dope, as fun as part 5, which really got me interested in JoJo, because before I was like, it's like, all right. But the first part is like, all right, they're just doing this thing. It's like, but it's a slow pace, a slow build, but it's like, all right. But then I saw part 5. I saw scenes from part 5. Like, what is happening in JoJo? Do I really have to watch all these parts to get to part 5?
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm catching up though. I'm catching up, and it's really fun. But that's interesting though. So you think like it's gonna be both sub and dub for Netflix when it premieres?
I don't think it's gonna be dub because I mean it depends, because since they're bringing it out so soon, maybe production on it is finished both sub and dub wise. So who knows? But then again, this could also just mean like Netflix Japan is getting it in December, and not necessarily like Netflix worldwide. They didn't specify.
Oh, they didn't specify.
Yeah, they didn't specify.
Okay.
So we still have to wait and see.
Okay.
But even if it is Netflix Japan, niggas like me who was pirate anime, we could still be winning.
I mean, either way, when it's out.
Yeah.
And we'll be able to see it.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah.
There's always that. But no, that's a big flex for Netflix. Anime wise, especially because you don't usually get new seasons until a while after the original run on Japanese television is done. Like say 7 Deadly Sins. So to get it before the actual Japanese release, that's pretty major.
Yeah.
That's pretty major.
What are your thoughts on the matter, Viquel?
On JoJo going on Netflix?
Yeah.
I feel like they probably saw like a growth in persons watching certain things on Netflix, so therefore it just makes more sense to put it on Netflix first and then the regular TV.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's true. Because Netflix does have a big anime following.
Yeah.
I noticed a lot of people. It was just strange. I did a poll, and a lot of people actually didn't pick Netflix as the medium for where they watch anime. So I don't know if it's more like
There's pirating.
casual. I did
Not necessarily. You have people like you, choppy, crunchy roll in front of me.
We don't really want, promote too much pirating on, on the anime podcast. We like to support
Yeah,
our
we
stuff.
can't promote that. We can't promote that.
But
Omar,
they
you
was on the street of sex. I mean,
I said we, but
Omar just said people like me who is pirate, we're gonna watch it regardless.
Well, see, we know
that's
we know Omar's Blackbeard on the podcast. We gotta have one. We gotta have one. But officially, I just want to tell everybody: go and support your favorite anime. Support your favorite Manaka. Give them your coins.
Yes. Don't be like me.
Yeah. Don't be like Omar. Take it. Omar's what you shouldn't be.
I take One Piece too seriously.
Yeah. See, that's where you go. Oh my god. But and other news too. World's Hero Mission, the Mario Academia movie 3 has released last week, and it seems to be on pace to outsell this last 2 movies.
Yeah,
it seems to be doing good so far. So that's also.
I saw something they said in the first 2 weeks, maybe, or the first week, those movies made 3 million in Japan. But in the first day or 2, it made that amount. This new movie made that amount. So like, Bowen's definitely doing something right.
Yeah, no, listen, this is probably the first time that they've ever had the season synchronized with the movie's release.
Yeah.
Is that why they didn't have a new episode yesterday?
Yeah.
Because chronologically, the movie would take place after they come from Endeavor.
Right, the last arc.
Yeah.
So it really kind of just fell perfectly in place. So they really were like, hey.
Yeah.
No anime, no new episode this week, but y'all go watch that movie though.
Yeah.
So So obviously for a lot of the people who've had their gripes about the season so far, we officially know Bones just did it as one very long promotion of the movie to where they wanted to fit in chronologically. So there you have it. There you have it. That's it. Oh, I mean, another news in regards to My Hero Academia's week, the new volume has been doing really well as well. It's out. It's really selling out. Still number one. So no, Mario is having a big week. Big week for
Getting
Mario
all the
Academia.
sales.
Yes. It is good to see. It's coming while a lot of good content is coming from My Hero
Yeah.
Academia. It's really good to see. It's really good to see. So I think that's it for news.
Yeah,
News?
that's just about.
Vicky, you don't have any
nothing-
news? Any news?
yeah.
Any news? Anime wise? Oh, no. Yes.
No, the only thing I have is what you shared, which I feel like we spoke about already. How Blue Period getting the anime in when is it 4th?
Oh yeah, the blue period, the
Blue Period.
thing I
Oh
posted
yes.
about painting.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have an anime about
that's
painting.
coming out in the
Yeah,
fall.
we have an anime about painting. Don't take that description lightly.
Vicky, tell the people.
Yes,
about,
go ahead. Tell the
Blue
people
Period.
about that.
Oh, it's actually pretty good.
Give them a
And
And there you have it, folks.
Give them a synopsis. What's it about?
I don't know. So I'm gonna come up across as elitist right now, but I don't know. I feel like for those who are
Why?
interested in that type of stuff, they're gonna go and read it, or they're gonna watch it.
Like
If
listen,
they ain't have that interest, then it ain't for them.
but that's really all it really is. A lot of times, like certain things like that. That's why I said don't take it lightly because it's about painting. Because people would see that and be like, oh, I don't want to watch an
Yeah.
anime about painting. Oh my god! But
Yeah.
it's really good. Like those kind of animes turn out to be really good.
Those type of
Story-wise.
series are the ones I prefer to watch rather than read.
Yeah, I think it comes down to what do you want from your anime. Do you want story
It's
or
just
do you want
it's
action?
just Omar. It's just Omar excuse to as to why he hasn't read it yet.
Well, honestly, no, I it's not an excuse, mate. Like there's just some things out there that I would just much rather consume as an anime than a manga. Like,
I mean, I get that.
Like music
I get
series, for
that.
example.
get
Like it would be extra better as an anime because you have voice acting to go along with it. You have actual singing. You could hear the characters. The music is actually usually like really good. And then if they have solid animation to go along with it, then that's more of a plus. So like, yeah, it that stuff like that just works better for me.
Like for me, originally I wanted to just watch Haikyuu's manga because I enjoyed the animation so much and the OST around the matches, but they took so long to bring out the next season for it that I just had no choice but to read it because I really wanted to know what happened next. But yeah, so it really is certain things you prefer to see anime wise over manga wise, and certain things you just prefer to see manga wise over anime wise, i.e. in that essence, to say in that case, The Promised Neverland. so obviously you would want to read the manga over watch an anime.
That's another topic that we should go on another time.
Yeah, yeah, like
good adaptations versus bad adaptations.
holy hell, and unnecessary changes.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So I guess that's it for the news so far for this week. So we have a topic of discussion that Omar brought to the table. So I'm just gonna let him lead away with this one.
Yeah, the other day, in one of the many WhatsApp group chats that I'm in, somebody
Anime wise.
Somebody accused me of all people, of being an elitist when it comes to anime.
Why would they think that?
And I'm just
Pause
like,
one second. This person has known you for a while. They just met you.
no, this Alex.
Oh,
Yeah.
That makes sense. That sounds awkward.
Yeah, so she told me that I am an elitist, and I'm just like, how? Because
Are you
my definition of elitist
All right, let's say that. So what is
is
elitist?
not
Okay.
the same as what she's talking about.
All right. Let's establish for the people at home. What is an anime elitist?
Yeah.
What
Omar.
counts as a and I guess that sums it up. No.
I guess that-
But what we, so I guess that's Vicky's answer.
Oh
But
my God.
I guess when I hear anime elitist, I'm thinking of the person that's has their on their high throne of, oh my god, if you are a true anime watcher, if you've never watched X, Y, and Z,
Yeah.
if you've never
I
if
see.
you've never seen this many animes,
Yeah.
like how
see.
can you call yourself that?
Yeah, when I think of elitist,
I
I
see
think of
those
somebody
as
who would be
gatekeepers.
like into
Really?
like really niche anime. Someone who would be like, if you ever watch Tatami Galaxy or something like that,
like the most obscure things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like this is like the highest quality of anime. If you're not watching this, then you're trash. Like
right.
your taste is trash. Like I don't do that shit.
But to your response, Vicky, I always viewed gatekeepers and elitists to be the same thing. in my opinion. In
Yeah,
everything.
I have it.
But I
in a
guess you have
sense.
a different thing.
Yeah, I
in a
have it
sense.
sectioned off.
Okay, why is that? So what is it? What is outside of being or Omar? What is an elitist to you?
Oh
And
my
what is the
God.
what is the gatekeeper? Go ahead.
So for me, at least, would be like persons like you said. Well, aside from if you haven't watched
Uh-huh.
XYZ, then you're not an anime fan.
Yeah.
So for me, an anime elitist would be like someone who, like Omar, feels like quantity is better than quality.
I love Omar.
When did I ever
If
say
they-
that?
Quantity over quality.
You said it on the DVO pod.
Hold on.
Woo!
Hold on,
We
hold on,
digging
hold on.
back.
Okay, I
We
can let you
digging
finish.
back.
I can let you finish.
We digging back. Go ahead.
Go on.
That's on recording, so you know I ain't lying.
Woo!
Go on.
So yes, like how Omar feels as though if you have a certain, if you watch a certain amount of anime
Uh-huh.
and have like this, they have like this funky attitude, man, and they just be like, oh, you haven't heard about this news yet?
They have
Or,
that
like,
anime
they would-
haircut.
Yes.
we got to post a picture for the people who don't know what that means. But yeah, they have that anime haircut.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, oh, you haven't heard about this news yet? This is Studio XYZ.
Fix his
They did
glasses,
this,
man.
it is that. Like they have everything to a T. They're constantly on like
Uh-huh.
YouTube or like different forums and so on, collecting knowledge, so that as soon as someone says something to them, they have a response as to, oh yeah, I've seen that already, XYZ, like stuff like that. So I feel like people like those
Mhm.
and
Okay.
elitist.
That
I
last
will give-
part, I do that sometimes.
I
Yeah.
will give Omar the
Alright.
benefit of the doubt. When me and Omar first was watching
Uh-huh.
anime together, he was like that. He isn't like that now.
The only thing.
But-
Go ahead. Sorry.
At the same time, I think back then he didn't rate me, so therefore he had that
Woo!
attitude.
Hold that bit, because that'll bring us another sub point of this conversation too. But the only thing I would say to Omar, since we're on the topic of Omar, and Omar brought it up saying that he was calling elitist, the only thing I would say for you, what gives me the elitist vibes is your Black Clover takes, because it's usually of that, oh, it copies from this anime over here or this manga over here, or it copies from this. It's like, so what? All anime do that. Like all popular Jump series copy from something, so it's like, oh, okay, so what?
Yeah,
But I mean,
Omar-
for the most part, I mean, I
Clover
don't really
is
think, I don't
it's
think Omar is that much of an
blatantly
elitist.
obvious though.
Omar
But
is
he's-
salty from Black Clover for one specific reason, and he hasn't told people on the pod yet.
What is the reason, Omar? Because my
He's
thing is like,
salty because
Tell them.
the writer had another manga that
Uh-huh.
Omar really enjoyed,
Oh.
and they
Oh.
canceled that, and he started writing Black Clover, and yeah.
well, see, that brings me to my point. He has admitted to the fact that I play on stereotypes. Like, yeah, you're correct. Why? Because it's popular, and guess what? My work is popular. It didn't get canceled like his last work. So yeah, he admitted that. That's why I had no gripes with it. So it's like, okay, he admits that, yeah, I copy from things. So it's like, so what? You like it, right? There you go.
To make a living, so
Right.
as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. has to keep his mind in Jump.
He gotta eat too, right? But like you have,
I get it.
there's still the principle.
It's not
man.
for you.
Come on, how do you go from writing something like Hungry Joker to Black Clover?
Because sometimes the obscure things don't win, unfortunately.
Exactly.
Unfortunately,
well, like,
sometimes the obscure things
keep
don't
trying, man.
Like-
Don't conform. Don't give in.
win. Like look at Kishimoto. Like he had stuff that worked. Like mind you,
No,
Kishimoto.
it just wasn't good.
Oh.
It just wasn't good. It's not the same. That just wasn't good.
No, but it definitely, but it was obscure.
Yeah, for him,
He
for him,
he tried
yeah.
to be a very obscure, like to
Yeah.
really bring, and it didn't work. It
Yeah.
fell flat. It fell flat. But like you
Yeah.
said, it got better as it was canceled.
Yeah.
And not because it was canceled, but it was the ending parts of it, because it was getting canceled, it got better. But yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. But Omar, okay, so for you, what is an elitist? And why were you called an elitist?
Basically,
Uh-huh.
like a lot of people think that elitists are basically anybody who watch, like Vicky said, someone who thinks is quantity over quality.
Uh-huh.
I've never said that. Like I think that
Yes, you
But she said-
did.
she said-
hold on,
she
hold
has-
on,
she has
hold
you
on,
reckon,
hold
Omar.
on. What
Are you calling Vicky a liar?
No, I'm not. Like
lucky?
I probably just didn't word myself right. But
Okay.
somebody like that, like for me,
You didn't articulate
for
yourself
me,
correctly.
someone like me is a connoisseur. Like a connoisseur
All
is
right,
somebody
hey,
who
connoisseur.
is seeing so much of something
Uh-huh.
that they could actually like be a credible like source or like judge of
Right.
something.
I want you guys at home to know that Omar prides himself on having watched over what is 1,000
A
anime?
thousand,
1,000
yeah.
anime.
Like,
He prides himself on
I've
that.
seen over 1,000 anime, so I know what I talking about. I'm not, but I'm not throwing it in your face, though. I just saying,
that's a good bullet point.
I just
can't
saying
deny that.
because I've seen
can't-
it so much of this thing that
Right.
I would think that I would know what I talking about, right?
Right? I
But
can't deny that.
Now,
Doesn't it sound
in
right
regards
now
to
like a quantity over quality?
right? I've
Okay.
never said
Vicky has a solid rebuttal.
every-
Vicky has a solid rebuttal.
every series that I say is top tier is actually objectively top tier.
Really, Omar? Do you think so?
So
It's-
I can
uh-huh.
I can
sound like
list
an
my
anime
five. I can list 5 anime right now that's top tier, and I want you to tell me that they
Go ahead. Go.
Fate
Made in the
Zero,
best.
Okay.
Hunter x Hunter.
We've had our discussions with that. I'll put an asterisk there.
Yeah,
Go.
that's-
Keep going. Keep going.
Code Geass,
Okay.
Made in the best.
Okay.
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 And let me not say an obscure one because you only watched this one.
It's me.
You only watch. Why would I say it?
There it is.
You only watch
That is
it.
not fine. That's fair. That's fair. No, go ahead.
So,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, like 5 would be. Let me think of something y'all would know. I want to say Attack on Titan so bad.
You gotta
But,
let
like,
that go.
You,
I can't wait
do
for
that
this
to
new
myself.
season so we can really have this conversation.
I can't.
I really can't. I can't. As a matter, we may no. Yeah, we may dive into this since we're going to start talking about manga a lot more. We may dive into it, but I can't wait for the new season to really get into it.
I
But
don't
go
want to
on,
dive
continue.
into Titan because a lot of people watch it
Uh-huh.
and they don't read the manga. So
I know. I mean, we'll have a spoiler warning before,
Oh, okay.
so I mean that goes without saying.
All right.
Yeah.
I
Well,
like it. Like the spoilers already out there.
okay.
I mean, true, and a lot of people did convert to the manga because they couldn't wait and that to wait for it. But yeah,
Alright,
finish.
my
finish
fifth
finish
series
finish
is
Finish the list.
Monster.
Your 5th series is Monster. I don't think I've watched Monster.
Is that the one that you were saying just now that was an obscure one that people didn't watch?
No, I
Oh,
was
this
going
is
to say
Jackin.
Showa Genroku Rakugo Shinju, but
Just do it in
I'm
in
pretty
the
sure
Japanese.
y'all don't know what that is. So
I
yeah.
feel like that's the elitist quality. Low-key. Like when you gotta call everything by its Japanese name.
The
It's like,
Japanese
fam,
name?
I don't know.
fam,
the
we are in an
English name.
English-speaking country. Say the English
don't
to me
know the
so I can
English
know what it
name.
is. I don't know
the
every
English name.
every anime by its Japanese name. Stop it.
I don't know the
Stop
English
it,
name.
damn you.
I'm sorry.
But that's fine. Okay, I'll give. Just because I don't really know the last one, I'll give you 4 out of 5. I'll give you 4 out of 5.
Monster, you know Naoki Urasawa is?
Yes.
That's his magnum opus, basically. You know,
Mm.
have you ever had a discussion on like who was like the greatest like anime manga villain of all time?
I think we did we. I think we kind of briefly had kind of a discussion off pod.
Do you know of a character named Johann Liebert?
No.
That's somebody who a lot of people would consider to be
The great.
the greatest, and he is the antagonist of Monster. Monster is about this guy named Dr. Tenma. He was like this world-renowned surgeon
Okay.
who never like lost a patient when he did surgery, basically. And there was these twins, a brother and sister. They were in an orphanage, and something happened where the boy ended up getting shot in the head.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that he wasn't going to survive, but his parents took the boy to Dr. Tenma. And because Tenma is who he is, he was able to save the boy's life. But little did he know, this little boy ended up becoming like the second coming of Hitler, basically.
Oh damn.
Yeah. And that's Johann Liebert.
All right, cool. No, that sounds cool. All right, I
So,
have to check that out. I have to check
yeah.
that out. I've never checked it out, but that sounds cool. Okay, cool.
Oh.
I'll give you 4 out
I've
of 5.
heard about it, but I
give
never
you 4 out
realized
of
that
5.
was the story
Alright.
for it.
It's
Alright.
long though.
4 out of
It's
5.
like
I'll give you
74
4 out of 5.
Yeah.
So why are you calling it elitist? Let's dive into that. And let's see if it really fits. Let's see if
Alright.
if
And,
the
an
occasion
elitist
fits.
is basically what you, to me, is basically what you said,
Uh-huh.
mixed with a little bit of what Vicky said.
Right.
Like the whole
We got
part
that, we
about
got that.
if you haven't watched this series, then you're not a true anime fan.
Cool.
So I said it as gatekeepers.
Yeah, and then
Uh-huh.
when Vicky said, basically, yeah, what she said, and then what I would add to it is somebody who would be like, most mainstream anime is trash. Most popular.
Can I say I
stuff
hate
is
those
trash.
people?
Yeah,
I just want to
and they would like recommend like the really most obscure anime to you and be like, this is like the best anime you could ever think of. Like I even know of like a startup arc for elitism in anime. Like there's like they just watch like
the starter pack anime.
yeah, like Legend of the Galactic Heroes, Tatami Galaxy, Ping Pong Animation, Ergo Proxy, all kind of things. But like it's like
Ping
stuff
Pong
that,
animation is considered an obscure anime.
stuff that I guarantee you most people never heard of any of those anime I told you about except maybe Ping Pong. But that's a sports series, so that's why.
Yeah.
And it's
But-
also on Funimation.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. So why were you calling elitist, Omar? Let's see.
I don't know why I'm calling it elitist.
Well, why in this essence that made you bring this up? Why did Alex call you an elitist?
Oh, but same reason why you said the black logo thing.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
okay, then I was spot on. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
That's the only reason that I have to go to this. Okay, that fits.
Say,
All right.
I just dislike the series because
In the moment it fit.
of what it is fundamentally.
Oh
So,
my god.
But didn't you say you enjoyed the series?
I did say that.
Yes,
You're
he
I
did.
see,
Yes, he did.
okay.
After years of bad mouthing the series, Omar read the manga, and then he just said like, "Oh, you know,
I'm just
I'm
saying he
mad
did.
by how much I am enjoying this manga."
I did say that.
He did.
Oh.
Listen. Yeah,
I did say
I
that.
remember listening to Omar's rant about Black Over the first time. And I was like, what is he talking about? Like, it's good, especially to where it was at the time. In a certain
It's
arc.
okay
It's like,
for what it is.
Thank you. That's
It's
what it
okay
is. That's
for
for
what
what it is. That's
But
fine. You can do that.
I cannot sit idly by when people try to make it seem as if it's like on par with stuff like Boku no Hero or
Okay, no.
One Piece and stuff like that.
That's
It's
when
not.
That's when I cut it off. I'd be
It's
like,
not. Like it's the
let's
fandom
keep
that
it
right
real.
now that I
Let's
have a
keep it
problem
real.
with, basically.
Okay, that's fair. That's
They think
like
that
Dragon
it's
Ball Z
on that
fandoms.
level, but it's not.
not to make them as bad as Dragon Ball Z fans, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's like that. It's like that.
Yeah.
It's like that. But another subsection of this conversation I want to have, and I think Vicky kind of just nudged at it, is the gatekeeping and elitism that happens towards females. You know,
Yeah.
and that definitely goes back into it's like, oh, you watch anime. Well, tell me,
Did you
what is-
watch this, that?
Right.
Mhm.
What episode did Goku first use his Super Saiyan 3
Yeah,
transformation?
that's
Like how you seen,
that's
like
the
how you
type of
seen
shit
this
that
anime?
don't make sense.
Like
me.
to where it's like, oh, you're watching this anime. Well, tell me, what did he do during this at this point in time at this exact time span mark? It's like, yo, calm down. Like,
Yeah.
first of
And
all,
the thing that
relax.
is be so funny
Uh-huh.
is that like some of the anime that they speak about, like some of the ones that they really like, are written by females, and it's just they're like, yeah,
Yeah, no, see, that's
Like,
the
you
funny
should-
thing. Like a lot of
it is
people
so
don't know
stupid.
how much, and I do mean that literally, how much of their favorite anime series are actually written by females. I think one time I saw a post, like I saw a post and I really sat down, like that's like, dang, like a lot of these are really written by females,
Mhm.
but like beautifully. The most popular anime right now is written by a female, Demon Slayer,
Yeah.
Inuyasha,
Full
female.
Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist, female. Like, well, Sailor
Maggie.
Moon, of course. Maggie,
Written
female,
by-
and we
yeah.
all want Maggie back. So
Yeah.
it's like, fam, what are you talking about? Like, what?
Yeah.
What's really happening here? So, Vicky, have you ever experienced that? Like, as a
Yeah.
woman? What can you occur what happened? Like, what was the instance in which it took place?
So I got used to it, so I just don't bother. I just don't.
Ah.
I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, like I don't have the energy to essentially combat what people have to say
Uh-huh.
in regards to things like that if it's going to continue happening. So I was like, okay, and I go my way.
I think my
That's a good approach
favorite
to it,
story
though.
you told me about was the Star
Not the
Wars
Call of
guy.
Duty one, eh?
No, the Star Wars
Oh.
guy. he did ask us something and like even his response was wrong too, which was hilarious.
That's usually how it is.
Yeah.
Like, it's
I
outwardly
think he
wrong.
said Darth Vader's favorite quote or something like that.
Yeah, I was like favorite
I
quote.
think that's what it was.
I think I heard about this before.
Like that
Darth
was-
Vader's favorite quote. I was like, yeah, I think I heard this
No
before.
favorite quote.
Bro, right? Like,
Like,
what is Darth Vader? Like, what do you want him to do? What do you want him to breed?
like, don't you have a catchphrase?
Like, what do you want him to breed? Like, what's going on?
Exactly.
That don't make no sense. Oh my god! But it's yeah, like it's elitism in anime community is it gets weird sometimes. I even find like the whole dub versus something to be a bit of it as well. Even though
Same.
like yeah, there are dubs that don't stand up to par because sometimes the voice actors kind of try too hard,
Mhm.
or maybe sometimes the voices don't quite fit the character itself and it
Mhm.
sounds weird. But it's like, hey, if that's how the person likes to consume their anime, then that's how they like to consume their anime. Like, there's no need to be up in arms, like, oh my god, how you watch? No, like, if that's how they're consuming it, we want more people to watch anime. If that's how
Right.
it's easy for them to watch it, then
Yeah.
just let them watch it. Like, no need to be up in it all.
I
Like,
agree.
in like to get up in a bunch about it. So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah. So there's so it's
Oh,
like
I
weird stuff
say
like
agree, but I feel like he's being the mix. The people arguing over subs versus dubs.
I really don't, babe. Like I prefer anime sub, but if you want to watch an anime dub, then so be it. It's
Yeah.
just that like I'll okay, I would recommend somebody to watch something in sub, but if they don't want to, then ain't nothing I can do with that. Like
The most times I
consume
do
it
it
how you wanna
because,
consume it.
especially if you're someone trying to get into more anime, I know
Yeah.
it's easier to watch something that you can just listen to and not have to give full, like it's easier to
Yeah.
digest like that. So that's why
Yeah.
a lot of that did. And I have animes now that I like myself, but I've heard the dub and it's like, I don't think it's too bad. Like My Hero, I don't think My Hero's dub is bad. Outside of probably Shigaraki, I don't like his dub at all because it doesn't fit to me. But other than
I've
that, it's
never
not
heard this
bad.
dub voice.
Yeah, I've heard it. Their voices are good. Like that's one example of where I think the dubs are good. I don't quite like Demon Slayer's dubs, personally, outside of a few people. But I, for the most part, don't like it. And other animes we watch dubs, like Naruto, we watch dub. Bleach, we watch dub.
Dragon Ball Z.
We all started somewhere.
I
Yeah,
don't,
we
with dub?
all-
I don't like the sub for Dragon Ball Z. Like, I want y'all to know, watching Dragon Ball Super was a chore for me because of Goku's voice alone. I don't like Dragon. No, give me the dub.
it's grown on
Give it a
me
dub.
to the point whereas I like it on par with Sean Schimmel.
Yeah,
I think
I'm like,
it's
only
really
because I had
good.
to tolerate it so long. I was like, all right, cool. The best of the sub to me was probably Black Goku. That's it. But other than that, I was like, no. But yeah, there's other things that I prefer to dub to. So it's like, yeah, you don't have to be like all up in arms, like, oh my god, dude, watching over there. watching
Pause.
this and dub.
Did you just see that elitist action just now? We corrected you when you said Black Goku.
Oh, I actually wasn't even paying attention to that. I actually wasn't even paying attention to that. My bad, Goku.
I gotta make
Goku
sure
Black.
Javon say it right.
Goku Black.
Yeah.
Oh, Goku Black. You feel good now? There you go, bro.
We gotta be on point on the podcast.
Oh my. These dudes, look at that. He can't even help himself. He can't even help himself.
my.
But I mean, yeah, like, stop being an anime leader. So you want more people to get into it? Like, stop gatekeeping. Stop. Yeah, cut it out.
Alright then.
If you're out there gatekeeping right now, like, cut it out.
Yeah.
I just say.
Yeah, that don't
like,
make
but like the
sense.
gatekeepers.
Let people
Yeah.
enjoy things. Like,
Yeah.
even if you only
gatekeepers.
right, even if you only enjoy it casually, is like, oh, I only like this particular anime, then let them enjoy that. Or if I just like to watch a lot of action, I don't care too much for the story, I just want to see dudes beat each other up, then let them watch it.
And the gatekeepers is come as like the most shonen-ish anime ever.
Yeah, that's especially in Nassau.
Oh,
The
my
ones
God.
in Nassau,
Yo.
all they know is
Like they listen to all the
Yo.
shonen
yeah,
arcs.
all they know is
like,
Naruto, Dragon Ball Z.
Maybe
That's it.
maybe some what I want to say, maybe some Bleach, maybe some
Yeah,
like
big
old
Bleach.
school,
Yeah.
like all the stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
maybe
that's
one
just-
gatekeeper need to expand your palette.
right,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
for real.
You need to
If you're out there
expand your palette,
gatekeeping,
I'm talking about.
you definitely need to expand your palette.
gotta-
But I don't know, you don't just need to expand your palette.
See,
But,
that's what I did because I just was like, I don't wanna just watch like the popular shows. I want to see.
So you want a gatekeeper that with an
no,
expanded
no,
palette?
no. I wanted to watch other anime that came out in the past. I asked people, what anime should I be watching? Like what old anime that I need to watch? And that's how I find Mal in the first place because I saw their top 100. I just was like, oh, this look interesting. I add them to my list, and so I can watch
Yeah,
them.
yeah. A lot
And
of older
that's what I
stuff I
did.
haven't watched either.
And
that I
then-
do like to.
Like for me, I think the type of anime fan that I more so fall under is the seasonal watcher because most of the anime on my list were airing anime between 2013 to now.
That's amazing, eh? Seasonal watchers don't know nothing about anime that was like 50 episodes long and stuff
Exactly.
like that. Like y'all don't know about that struggle.
Exactly.
Y'all don't know
'cause
about that time.
I think that's one misconception that Vicky and she who shall not be named had wrong about me was because
wow,
a
here we
lot of
go.
the anime on my list
Uh-huh.
was seasonal anime. So
No,
yes,
no,
it
Oh
is.
my god.
no. We
Like,
didn't have a
Vicky, I was
misconception.
watching
You had
100
you had
seasonal
a
anime a year
Uh-huh.
from
yeah, but you had
2012
a
to
seasonal.
now.
You had a seasonal anime elitist attitude. Like when we first met, and we were watching. So I started watching seasonals in 20. What is that? Like 2015, 2016. When
Okay.
Erase came out was when I started watching seasonals.
Okay.
But before then, I used to like watch whatever anime that I saw on like you guys remember like Annie Links and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I just used to watch whatever anime I saw like on like the main home screen on those websites, and I had like a few like the back in the day anime, but I never got to them. But yeah, so but when I first started watching seasonal, me and Omar became friends. He used to undermine me. It's a T. Like he used to send links
Sounds like a
to
mom.
everything. He used to send links, and like he had to over explain everything to me, and I was like, yeah, I know, Omar, I
the
get it.
over explainer. See, we ain't
Yeah.
We ain't getting that. We
And
ain't getting that.
he didn't
Listen,
slow off.
listen,
He didn't back
listen.
off until I mentioned it to him. And then like as we became friends, like continued throughout the year, it's like, just like slowly slow it down. And then we went into like the whole I recommend one season to you, you recommend one to me, and we watch it, we talk about it.
Okay.
But back then, Omar would.
But I promise you,
Omar
there
was
wasn't
seasonal
any
leader.
ill intention in that at all. Like I just was literally just talking. I wasn't necessarily trying to undermine you.
Just word vomit.
Yeah,
I
like,
got
I
you.
just was like,
I got you.
instead of assuming that I'm just gonna say it one time, and then if
true.
you could have stopped me at any point, like you didn't have to just let
She
me
didn't know
ramble
you
on.
yet, Omar. She wasn't, always didn't comfortable to say, hey, no, like cut it out, like cut it out. But before we end the discussion, though, fun fact though, I had stopped anime for a while. Then I came back. It's like, what is this seasonal anime stuff? Like, what's going on? It's like a whole new world to me. It's like 24
Yeah,
episodes.
it is.
Seasonal anime. What?
It
What?
is.
I don't have to like search for things. Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
But yeah,
like-
that was a different period of time. But yeah, that was a good conversation though. Like, we definitely like I had to touch on that because like the elitism.
I came back right in like that nice transition between like
Ah.
50 episode anime to like season like 12, 24 mark if you even get 24.
Nah, I think
Yeah.
So I
yeah.
came back like right in that time when they were transitioning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I came back like when I think it was in full swing. Like seasonal's a thing now. Like I'll tell you, like it definitely was in full swing. Definitely was in full swing. But good
I came back in like 2020. I took a break and I didn't start watching it again until like
You
maybe
say Erase,
20.
You
I don't-
would have
oh
started.
no! Oh, like no.
Oh.
Like when I took my break from anime and I came back and I started watching it, it was like around like 2011 or so.
Mm.
So it was like they still had
What?
like 24 like
Maybe
50 something episodes back
2012,
then.
2013, maybe.
The only thing I was watching
Yeah.
online back then
Was Naruto?
Naruto. And
Me too.
everything else I
Yeah.
watched was on Toonami or Adult Swim.
Naruto and Bleach.
Yeah.
But then even from that, I was watching like the high school. I mean, History Song is Disciple, Kenichi, Reborn, Aishu 21, stuff like that.
I didn't take my plunge till 2012 when
Ah.
SAO come out. I remember,
Yes, what
I
that's
remember that.
that's what I yeah
Yeah,
SAO was what brought me back. For real, that was the season anime. I had Crunchyroll.
That was the anime of 2012.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
everybody
SAO,
was watching
SAO
them.
brought me back. That's true.
All the Kirito cosplays and
Yeah, it was.
at Anime Expo and whatnot.
Oh no, that was a dime. That was a dime.
Yeah.
That was a dime.
I watched SAO. Luckily I caught it right. I caught it like right when it aired.
Yeah.
So after it finished and like that whole buffer between if it was good, if it's bad, like that, I missed all of that and I was like, yes. I enjoyed it when it was
on
I remember
SAO
that.
until afterwards finishing it. Like
Yeah,
there was like
that's what
a
I'm
small
saying.
group of people
Yeah.
who didn't like
Watching
it,
it.
but I never saw any hate for this anime until like the next year.
Yeah,
Where people was like, oh,
that's the same thing.
this overrated. Oh, only Iron Crab was good.
Oh, this,
All that
yeah,
stuff.
yada,
Kirito
yada,
is
yada,
a
yada,
is
yada.
a is a
And then
Mary
like
Sue, all kind of
the
nonsense.
second season and all, like I was like, all right,
Yeah.
all right, y'all.
I didn't
cut
like
it
the
out.
second season.
I mean, yeah,
that,
fair.
but-
Everything, yeah. If we being fair, yeah. But it's like it's It's good. It's good now. It's definitely
Yeah.
good now. It's definitely
Just
good now.
compared to the first season, the second season
Alright.
didn't hold up.
Yeah, it
Alright.
didn't. It
Right.
didn't.
But that was a good conversation. That was a good discussion. So we can move on to the manga segment of this podcast now.
Yeah.
Is
Vicky?
this when I poof out?
Yes, Vicky, you're poofing out. You're poofing out. You're gonna disappear into the wind.
Tell everybody bye.
Tell the people bye.
Bye.
How about us? See you later, Vicky.
I remember quantity over quality.
Bruh, listen. I have never once said that everything
Yes,
that I
you
watch
did.
is not good. Like, okay, go on if y'all wanna
This is good.
to
This is
see
gonna be
what
alright.
I think is like quality anime, go on my anime list. Everything that I rated an 8 in higher.
We're gonna share
I
our miles
recommend.
now. We're good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, we're gonna put our my anime list up on the Twitter account. So
Yeah, because
everybody
like even on my mouth,
We can review-
my average score is like
you know what we should do?
7.65.
We know what we should do? We should compare you and Vicky's my list and see who likes which one better.
Whatever.
I think that would be fun.
Whatever.
Let's do that.
Me and Ma have like a good blend in regards to what we watch the same.
Mhm.
But yeah, so we do that. I think I don't
like
think
that.
my like how was me and his average is like 70 something 7. Sometimes I think mine might be like 6 or 5.
Babe, what was that that website that you did send me last year where it calculated like how much of like what specific genre we watch?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
What
Man,
that
I can't
was,
I found
babe?
it on someone's mail profile. I can't remember the name.
We need to find that again.
Yeah, we need to
I
find
want
that.
to
We
do
need
that
to do that.
again.
Yeah, we need
We
to do
can
A
that.
send
majority
to
of them are
April.
with shonen.
No, it was no. Because
I would not be
remember-
shocked.
No,
I would
no.
not be shocked.
Remember, I
not be
proved you
shocked.
wrong because when you looked at mine was actually like quite balanced between like every genre, and you had to admit that you was wrong. And I posted on my status too. I took a screenshot of it, and I say, finally,
There's a lot of-
I get this girl to say that she was wrong and I was
There's a
right.
lot of-
No, don't do it.
this-
I'll
this
never
bottle is
forget that
strong.
day.
This
I will
bottle is
never
strong.
forget that day.
This
Never.
bottle is strong. This
Never.
bottle is strong.
I don't
Okay.
remember it, but I'll take a look
Yeah,
at my
see, she
chat.
don't
for it.
remember now. Don't
All
worry. Don't worry.
That's something we gotta do. That's
Don't
something we
worry.
gotta do. That's something we have to do. All right. Yeah, we can move on to the next segment now. Bye, Vicky.
Bye.
Bye.
That's now it's time to get April on the call.
Yes,
on the
yes,
call.
yes,
So while she's
yes.
doing that, we can start with the headliner, the main event, because April's coming around too. I was saying this is two parts to our manga segment,
Yeah.
and one part April's rant. So let's start with Bleach. Hey everybody, guess what? Bleach came back with a 70-page chapter,
Yes,
and not
it did.
only did it come back with a 70. Hey April, say hi,
Hi.
April.
Hi.
What's up, April? That is April, everybody. That's April. We were just starting to talk about the Bleach chapter. I know
Yes,
you're not
yes,
the
yes.
biggest Bleach fan. I know you're not the biggest Bleach fan. But like I was saying, not only did Bleach come out with a 70-page chapter. Oh no. But it's also going back with a brand new art
Yes,
to
sir.
the manga itself, which is
Woo.
exciting. Look at April.
Yeah.
This is- I appreciate the
Like-
I appreciate that.
Out of the big three, Bleach was my least favorite. So when I
It
heard,
seems to be the case amongst a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's either
Yeah.
Bleach is so polarizing that it's either one, you love it, two, you loved it and dropped it, three, you hate it, or four, you never watched it at all.
yeah.
That's really compared to the other two in Naruto and One Piece. Yeah, compared to his peers in that regard.
Yeah.
It's but
With Bleach, I loved it and I dropped it.
what? Why did you
Which
drop
part
it?
of Bleach you drop?
Yeah,
Where did you
why did you drop it?
Oh God, I can't remember what season was that. Was that the 4th season?
Wait, you talking about the fillers?
It's always weird when we talk about continuous
'Cause Bleach had a lot
animes.
of fillers
It's
too.
seasons like this is always weird when we talk about continuous
I think I
animes
probably,
and seasons.
because I think the
think you watched
last
the
time
filler.
I think the last time I watched it, Orihime
Uh-huh.
was her name? Yeah, the redhead. Yeah, like she got taken somewhere,
Oh,
and then they went after
You
her.
dropped it at the start of the Ranka arc then. That's what she dropped.
Yeah.
Wow,
That's what she dropped.
That's like
When Aizen came and abducted Orihime.
that's
for his maniacal plans and stuff.
that could have been the climax of the series. You drop it at a pivotal.
I want to
moment.
say that's a weird spot to drop it. Why did you drop it though? Not for real. Why
I
did
don't
you
know.
drop
I
it
think
down?
I think I
Just
just
got
lost
tired?
interest in it. Yeah,
Ah, fair. Okay. Okay.
because
Because
I
like,
think what as I know, I think I watched a little ways into
mhm.
that season, and then for some reason I was like, I don't want to watch this
Uh,
anymore.
so wow.
Wild.
But we can get into. Oh,
I dropped that weird part. I
you
know.
did very
Yeah.
well. But and I'm saying too, this is the manga segment. So for everybody who is listening now up to this point, spoilers. Spoilers are coming. This is your spoiler
Spoilers.
warning right now.
Oh yes,
If
the
you are
spoilers are
anime,
coming.
if you're anime only,
Cut
and
it off.
yes,
Cut it
because
off.
we are very likely to talk about your favorite anime,
Yes.
and we'll spoil you heavily.
So,
So
we appreciate
if
you
you are-
listening.
yes,
Up until now.
so just go on. Just
Yeah.
skip ahead. There's more to come. Just skip ahead.
Yeah.
This segment isn't for
You
you.
might have a little antidote that'll let you know when to
Right,
come
right.
back.
But if you don't mind spoilers, hey, welcome. Have a seat.
Yeah.
This is for you.
Yeah.
So
Welcome. Get comfortable.
yes. So Bleach, the up to 70-page chapter. It's really good. We're getting a new arc. We're getting the Hell arc. He's about to explore a lot of.
let's
the hell
break
territory
it
in that.
down for them.
Okay, that's cool. Cool. Where you want to start?
So the chapter
Where-
Oh my
Sorry.
gosh, he
Yeah.
looks so good. He
Who's
looks so
Ichigo?
handsome.
Who's that?
Yes.
Oh, Ichigo.
Oh,
His new
Ichigo.
design.
Yeah. His new design. Yeah. It's
yeah.
sneak. It's sneak.
It's a lot
He looks
more.
like he's looking like a dad.
Yeah,
He looks like a dad.
and I like it.
Doesn't
better
look too
than
much like a
how
hoodlum.
how it look in the last chapter.
It does.
It
Look
looks
like a
better.
dilf.
It fits.
Oh, wow. Did you
Wait, what's he saying?
he looks like a. What is say it again? A dilf? What is it?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yo,
Adult.
April is
Oh,
on
wow.
this. April's on this
Okay, we
podcast.
going
Wow,
back to
two
me.
2 weeks in a row.
Wow.
2 weeks in
Right,
a row.
let's say it the fan service episode.
No, it's not.
What do you-
I promise you, it's not the Vibe Service episode.
Well, we didn't have a fan service episode.
One day we
have
we'll get
to.
to that. We'll get
We
to
have
that. We'll
to.
get to that.
We
Every
have
anime,
to.
every anime needs that good fan service episode. But yeah, the chapter. Let's start. This is the beginning of the chapter.
Yeah, so it starts off right. Well, we don't know how much time has passed since the
Yeah,
end of
they didn't
Bleach,
allude to that.
but it starts off with yeah, we don't give you all the
Well,
spoiler alert.
I
Ichigo
kinda-
and Orihime's son
Kind of
Kazuki.
want to say 12 years,
Oh,
Maybe.
should she have a son?
cause
Yeah, Ichigo and Orihime
but
got,
something.
got busy.
Oh yeah, they had a son. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
they had kids. They had kids. Reggie and Rukia also had a child, so
Yes.
there's that as well. But I think they did allude. But I'll get to it.
Yeah, so
Go
it
ahead.
starts off
I
with
really
him
need to
sneaking
pick
out
this
of,
up.
out of his room to go meet somebody.
Uh-huh.
And we come to find out that there's this guy who looks like he's no older than 30. Sorry, no younger than 30, I should say.
Yeah.
And he telling them that he's 15 years old or whatever.
How? I don't know.
Yeah.
That looks like a growing man, but okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
So-
question it.
So he was a little manic or whatever. And then Katsuki was like, oh, I could take you somewhere where you could be okay or whatever. So we open up this portal, this shady ass portal. And he sent this man
Like
inside
Doctor
there.
Strange,
Yeah.
trying to save the universe.
He sent the man in there going about his way. Then we cut to Soul Society.
Uh,
They're about to have essentially a funeral for Captain Yukitake. For those who don't remember who Yukitake is, that's the guy, the captain with the long
Yeah.
white hair,
yes.
who also was with the captain a lot, who had the little colorful robe with the flowers on it.
And was this Straw Hat? I can't
Yeah,
remember.
the stride,
Straw
yeah.
Hat, yes.
Yeah, so
They
he,
were like
spoiler,
twins.
he died in the last arc.
As well.
So
yeah.
they had a funeral for him. And they
Oh, and-
invited Ichigo.
That's where I was saying I think it's 12 years because Randy mentioned
Yeah.
that they have that event, the festival, 12 years after the captain's funeral. So it could very well just be 12 years.
Yeah. So they had a so they basically were having a funeral for him where captains attend, and they invited Ichigo because it's Ichigo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's done a lot.
Yeah.
to say the least, he's done a lot.
Yeah. So
We don't get too
Ichigo.
deep into that.
Yeah. So Ichigo pulled up there. We cut the scene with Itaku. He was training Rukia and Renji's daughter,
Mhm.
Ichika. They were
Very
training
creative.
or whatever.
Very creative.
Yeah. So yeah, they were training. They had a training session until she got caught by her father, and he was like, "Why you were only vice captains and captains supposed to be here?"
Yeah.
Because they doing the funeral preparations. Basically, this funeral is this thing where the vice captains would all go out and capture hollows alive, and they would sacrifice them in honor of the dead captain to send him off to the afterlife, basically.
But really, when you think about it, it sounds like it's just hollows, but at the same time, it's like that's a bit extreme. Like,
Yeah.
y'all just going on
It's
taking
kind of
random
barbaric
hollows.
in a
Like
sense.
who ain't doing y'all right?
Yeah.
Like who ain't doing y'all a thing? Like
Yeah.
we just minding our own business. Like hey, okay, come, we just gonna sacrifice you real quick.
Exactly.
Like what? Go on, finish off the
Yeah,
finish off
so
the job.
the vice captains and Ichigo went to Earth
yeah.
to go capture the hollows. And they were having a regular ass conversation with Noah, blah blah blah. And then out of nowhere, this creature that looks like a hollow but isn't a hollow just appeared behind Renji and Ichigo. And only Ichika could have seen it. So she was like paralyzed and fear. She was like, Dad, behind y'all. Y'all don't see that? And then Renji
See
turned
what, my
around
child?
and he got hit. Basically, he got
Yeah.
sent flying. And so all the vice captains were put on alert, and it was like, okay, these things, they don't emit any Ryatsu. We don't know what they are. We gotta take them out. So they started to fight them or whatever. And then a gate opened up out of nowhere
And guess where that
with
gate
a
is from?
skeleton inside it.
Can you
And
guess?
somebody special popped out of this gate. Who was that
Ooh.
person?
Who was he?
I'll tell
Oh.
you.
Go ahead.
The person who stepped out of the gate was the 8th Espada.
Bada bing.
The one who Renji and Uryu tag teamed and fought and defeated together. And that shocked the hell out of Renji and readers alike because that guy is dead. How was
Right,
he?
like how the hell?
So he
Pun
goes
intended.
on to explain that he came from hell. Basically, what we come to find out that there's different levels of Ryatsu that soul reapers have, or just soul beings in general, and they have them listed by grades. So regular people in Soul Society or whatever who have that energy, their Ryatsu level is like 20. Vice captains, lieutenants, and whatnot, their levels range between I think they said 6 to 4, and then captains and up, their levels are 3 and lower. When soul beings die, they become Ryatsu and they go back into the earth, basically. Kind of like with us human beings.
Yeah,
we go back to
Reincarnation.
earth.
Yeah, pretty much.
However, with beings who have Ryatsu levels of 3 and lower, they are so powerful, so dense that they are incapable of going back to the earth. And if their souls stay in the living world, it would cause a lot of problems, basically. So what has to happen is that they have to get sent to hell, and the Shinigami, they didn't realize that that's what these funerals that they do was essentially doing, because they just thought that they would just send these people to the
Sending
afterlife.
hollows to hell.
Yeah, but they were actually sending them to hell this whole time. And because Aizen is now incapacitated, and because Juha Bak is dead, they were the persons who were like keeping like the seal on hell closed with their immense Ryatsu or whatever.
Yeah.
So because they're gone now, and because the Soul Society will literally send in like these dead powerful Shinigamis to hell, like Captain Yamamoto
On a whim.
and Yunohana
Yeah.
and now Yukitake, they broke the seal. So now these people who are sent to hell are able to come back to the living world,
Ooh.
seemingly
Yeah.
with new forms and probably much stronger than they originally were. So now that we know that this is the case, Kubo is bringing he is giving us the opportunity to
Yes.
see characters again.
And this is where the real
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Yes, and this is where the real excitement of the arc comes in, because
Yeah.
now we can get, like Omar was saying, characters.
in the
the-
car. I was saying that there was a rematch that I always wanted to see.
Yes,
Because how it ended originally left a bad taste in my mouth. It wasn't fair because it wasn't a proper fight. and that's Ulquiorra versus Ichigo. I want a rematch
Right.
between them because Ulquiorra, when he unleashed his second form,
Pretty much.
which was something that no Espada had besides him.
Which essentially would have made him the number one ranked
Yeah,
Espada
yeah.
Mhm.
out of Aizen's fleet.
Ichigo's hidden power got loose and it took control of his body.
Yeah.
Basically, like what happened with Yusuke and Sensui.
Yeah,
Well,
essentially, yeah.
Yeah, so
Essentially.
like that happened and he beat the shit out of Ulquiorra and Ulquiorra ended up dying.
Boom.
But it wasn't fair because that wasn't like
That
that
was
wasn't the fight that we wanted.
right.
Ichigo
We wanted,
didn't even want it to end like
we
that
wanted
either.
Ichigo and his control of himself
Yeah,
head to head with Ulquiorra.
Mhm.
yeah.
So that's we can
now
definitely get that.
we might have the
We get that
opportunity to get that.
rematch.
And
Right.
then how even the captains coming back. So you got old man Yamamoto
Yes.
coming back. You know Hana, who was the
stronger.
original Kenpachi.
Yes.
She coming back.
And we can now we
Mhm.
get to see her
Yes.
in action
yeah,
as the actual Genpachi and not with what she's been the entire series.
yeah,
And also another thing for me is we can get this allows Kubo to retcon a lot of what he did with Squad 0 in
Mhm.
terms of making them much more powerful than they were previously to when
Mhm.
he was pretty much anticipating them and bringing them to the screen. So Kudo could do a lot with this arc, and that's really exciting. Like he can be extremely focused with
there's
this.
so much.
Yeah,
a
'cause,
lot, so much.
Like I was telling Omar, like a lot of people don't realize, Kubo originally he wanted to sail it away with the fight with Aizen and Ichigo not having his Shinigami powers anymore. But Jump had different ideas for him. It's like, okay, no, you got to continue this. And then from that point onward, they had a lot of issues back and forth. So to the point now, it became where Jump was rushing him to say, okay, you need to finish this. You need to end this now. And then now
Yeah.
that just left a bad taste. So he was just not giving his best work. So now that relationships have been repaired, we have a lot going on with Bleach. Kubo seems to be in a much better space now. Like I think he's been writing this a while. I think this isn't just like well, I just thought about this a few weeks ago and I executed. No, I think he's been writing this story for a while. He's been drawing for a while, and this has always been a work. So I think we can really get a really good arc, really good final arc. Essentially, like to replace the one that was very lackluster and a lot of fans didn't like.
Yeah.
So that's excellent for him. I'm happy for him because again, I honestly feel, me personally, Bleach was a really good manga up until the second half of that final arc. And I honestly feel like Kubo really had a good series that a lot of people maybe didn't give a chance, or they ended too early, or they felt like different about it. I feel like there's this way of really being able to draw in new fans alike and to make old fans or people who didn't like it like interested in it again, because I feel as though they can, as well with them adapting the final arc into the anime now, they can do a lot with that. They can shift a lot of that story to make it more pleasurable for fans alike as well. So yeah, man, this chapter really got me excited for this hell arc. Like it truly got me excited because I'm liking to see what that, and we got introduced to some new characters. But I'm sure we'll get introduced to other characters like past Espadas, past captains, stuff like that. Maybe even
a hopeful return of Gin and Tosin.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying, would Quincy's be in now?
See, that's a question that people had, but we don't know.
Because that would be exciting.
Cool too.
Exactly, that would be that. Oh, we didn't touch on the little theories we had about Ichigo's son.
Oh yeah, so
from the chapter.
The chapter actually started off with him, like I don't know if it was just like a storytelling type of thing or if it was literal, but he was saying how he had two goldfish. One was noticeably larger than the other one, but the large one just died randomly. And then ever since then, the little one started to get bigger. And it got bigger than the previous one. And he just was like, I'm glad that the first one died now, so the little one could get big. And I'm just like,
bro, what?
Why would you say that? Like that was your pet goldfish. Like you just was saying before that you'd feel bad when it died because it wasn't or whatever, and the little one wasn't growing, but now the little one growing, and like suddenly like it's okay that the big one died. Like that's kind of dark in a sense.
It is.
So I just was like,
Kind of messed
yeah,
up.
this little boy kind
Yeah.
of sus. And then, like I said, he obviously sent that old guy to hell for some reason.
Mhm.
So like I'm curious to see what's going on with this kid because
Yeah.
on one
Right,
hand,
right. Yeah, now we know like he sent that dude to hell. It's
Yeah,
like, so it's like,
he-
do you know this is hell? Like, have you been inside the portal
Yeah.
already? Like, what's going on?
yeah,
Uh-huh.
and then another thing is that he could use his Shinigami powers like effortlessly,
Yeah,
and we don't know how
yeah. So,
or why.
so it's a lot of stuff that could get. Oh, you know something I didn't bring up? Would he combine at some point since he's doing this again, Burn the Witch and Bleach?
That would be cool,
we
you
get
know.
some cameos? No,
would
for
be
real,
cool.
because both it's confirmed that both series exist in the same universe.
Yeah.
It's just that you have Soul Society. I forgot what you call it, West or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
but that's that part of the world. So that's also interesting as well to see because he's still doing Burn the Witch, but he's doing it seasonally. So
Yeah.
a lot of things could happen. A lot of things could happen from this as well. So I'm excited, man. I'm a Bleach fan, so I'm excited for this. I'm definitely looking
Yeah.
forward to see where this goes. When he
Woohoo!
starts doing the arc and everything like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the 70-page chapter was unexpected and very rewarding for me.
Yeah,
So I definitely give that chapter high regards, without a doubt.
yeah, check it out. It's coming
Yeah.
out officially tomorrow.
Right. Along with all
The other chapters
chapters
this
as
week,
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, this week. Sunday didn't release today on Sunday.
Yeah.
But now we can move on. We can move on to some My Hero, and we can move on to what April wanted to digest. And you can see her
Yeah,
maniacally laughing in the background. So I
Yes.
guess April, you can take this away. You can go right ahead.
Oh, good. So are we talking about the latest chapter?
Yes,
Yeah.
we
Do
are.
I have am I really okay?
Yeah, listen, we gave the
goodies.
spoiler warnings.
All
if,
right.
if you're here at this point, you just want to be spoiled and you just want to know what happened. So there
Yeah.
you go. So go right ahead.
This chapter was a really good chapter. Like it ended like the aftermath of 1A versus Isuku, trying to bring
Yeah.
Isuku back, and we have some amazing character development from Bakugo.
Hey.
Yo, listen.
He finally apologized, and it was great. And I just love how it was done, like art wise.
Uh-huh.
Because as he talked about, like there are many different age sequences.
Right.
Like it started off with him, like when they were little. and
That
he actually
was-
showed them when they were little. It was so beautiful and so well done, Horikoshi. Oh my god!
Can I just say the last
like, I
two?
see-
Uh-huh.
yeah.
The last two chapters have
You
been
go.
very like emotional. Like it's
Extremely.
very like
Yeah.
he did a great job with these last two chapters and really bring home the
has.
relationship that Izuku has with all of Class A and individual relationships that he has with especially with Bakugo. I was saying from last chapter, I
So
was
proud of him.
stunned at the way that he was talking, like, because he was addressing either as the prayers. He's like, okay, you go get him prayers, like only you can
Yeah.
reach Zuko, and even admitting that you're the only one in this class faster than me. I was like, what? It's like I really had to stop. It's like, is this Bakugo talking? Like, I was so confused.
Yeah, it's
like,
like-
not only did you admit someone was better than you in something, you call him the prayers, like, and you did it with like enjoyment in your heart, like from your voice, like, whoa, wait, what is happening? And now we have this chapter of him literally looking Izuku is all of us. As Bakugo is saying this, looking at us
Yeah.
like, what you saying to me right now? Like, is this really
It's
coming
like-
out of your
and
mouth?
it's also-
He even caught him
Yes,
in his arms
like-
too.
It's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
this.
He left
it
out
was
quick.
and
a
called
beautiful
him
two chapters.
Izuku. He
Yo.
called. He didn't call him. Deku.
Deku,
He
no.
called him Izuku.
Izuku, like that
Yeah,
was a big step. Character wise,
That's powerful.
that was a big step
Big step.
for a lot of people, but most importantly him. Like that, I think a lot of people like Bakugo. And what was so funny about
Yeah.
it too, the previous chapter when this started, I saw a lot of conversation of people saying of Bakugo's approach to Deku of when he was like, well, come at me all my one for all wannabe or something like that. And there was like,
Yeah.
Why are you talking to him? Like, don't you realize, like, you're part of the reason why he's like this? Like, you're the one who's caused them so much trauma. Like, there was a lot of conversation around that, like you never, like, him not apologizing or him not really realizing that, hey, you had a hand in this. Like, you had a hand in
He
his
did.
mental issues and why he had to be driven to be such a hero. Like, you've caused him so much mental stress. And, like, as a kid. So now to have 2 chapters later, him looking at it and saying, like, yo, I'm sorry for the way I've been up to this point is like, that's amazing. That's great storytelling in my honest opinion.
It is.
That's
Oh
phenomenal
my
storytelling. Especially the way he's done all the callbacks. Cause like you were saying, the shift of panels of them from young
Yes.
to being in school together to then being in UA, then now that's like, Horikoshi, what you doing? What's going on?
That
you
was
doing?
so beautiful.
Yeah.
That was very well done.
Yes, it was.
It was. It really was. But continue, April. Continue with your review, because I know you wanted to touch on something as well.
Oh yeah, cause like they finally
Uh-huh.
brought Izuku back to UA, and then you have like the people who are staying at UA saying that, why the hell you bring him back? Leave him, don't let him stay here. He's gonna get us all killed. Cause like people figured out that he's the kid that the villains are after.
Yeah.
And then Midoriya was about to walk away because like he was saying like they're right, I need to go, and then Ochako. Oh, I love Ochako so much. She stopped him, and
She's
then
getting good
she
development as
told him
well.
that it's okay. Yes, and she is about like, I feel like it's such a good moment for her, and we're about to have a better moment next week because she looks like she's about to go at them, and like her panel says like she has the last panel and says, who will save heroes when they are in trouble? And Ochako is
Good
gonna be
callback.
that hero. Like yes,
Good
because she
callback.
said that when Midori, like when they had the
training arc,
the 1A, 1A versus 1B,
lost control of Black Whip.
Yeah.
And they kind of like shifted back to like what her new resolve was. It's like the heroes tend to everybody else, but who tend to the heroes when they're mentally broken or mentally weak? So that's kind of the hero she wanted to be as well. So yeah,
I also think that probably also stemmed from Night Eye as well, because she felt I believe she still feels very guilty over Night Eye's death.
Oh, that's a good point.
Remember,
that's a good point.
that was the first time like when she actually changed her mindset. Her mindset was after Night Eye died, and like she says, no, maybe if I was faster, or if probably was the way that I held him, maybe if I got in there faster or get him to the ambulance faster, maybe he would still been alive.
Yeah.
So like that was a very like, because that's when she said, like that was the first time when she says that, you know what, I want to save people, because like her first meaning from the very beginning was just to make money for her family. But then now she was like, okay, I want to save people now. That's such a good moment for her. And like, people do not give Ochako credit. I'm about to jump into the shipping discourse.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
That's fine. That's fine.
Because like Boku Deku shippers, like y'all saying that y'all win. Okay, that's fine. But like, there's no defining moment yet, and like not all Boku Deku shippers.
But let's get this out of the way.
Knock on Ochako.
Boku Deku is
Yeah,
not
you
happening.
can
It's not happening. It's something fun to do, but we all know it's not happening.
Yeah,
it's not going to happen. But yeah, it's just something fun to do.
Boku Deku shippers are a different breed, man. Like I thought the Sasuke and Naruto shippers were insane, but Jesus. Nothing against y'all Boku Deku shippers. Like some of y'all shippers are insane.
Shippers had points though. But yeah, go ahead.
And it's like they want to knock on Ochako, but like, you guys need to remember way back when Bokuto gave Midori that Deku nickname, like the word Deku has such a bad meaning behind, has such a sour, dark taste to it. Who brought that name? Who changed the meaning of that name? Ochako.
She did.
She was there, she changed the meaning of that name and made Izuku even make that his hero name. Yeah. She was there, like when he was at UA's gates, and she stopped him from tripping. I know that's a very small thing, but it started. Like, she was the very first friend that he had. and she's
Uh-huh.
been there from day
Yes,
one.
yes.
Just saying, and even at the festival when he had the most points when he came in first place, no one wanted to team up with him. But who was the first person that came to his side? Ochako.
He was.
You right?
Who was the first person that came in the mall when Shigaraki had Midoriya? Who went looking for Midoriya in the mall when Shigaraki had him? Ochako.
It was her. She has always been there.
And
She has
then
always been there.
when Midoriya's powers went out of control in the recent train arc, who came to Zuko's rescue?
Yep.
Ochako.
Yep. Yep.
It's always
just
been her.
saying.
It's always been her, and at that point she
Yeah.
started. Of course, she developed feelings for him. I mean, we all know
like she's-
that's going to be.
She was the friend
the
that
chef.
Bakugo never was.
She was, and
yes.
and even in Bakugo's explanation of himself, it was like, and there's so many layers to that conversation. That short, like little,
Yeah.
that apology. It's literally him. It's literally him saying to Deku, "Yo, I was jealous. Like I was
Yeah.
intimidated, and I wanted my best to keep you down. Like I did not want you to
Yeah.
surpass me, and that was not happening.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't happening, I became frustrated and I lashed out. Like we all knew, and I was like, that's perfect. And he admitted that and said, "Yo, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I realized that." So Ochako really, she was that. She was that from the beginning. She was like, hey, like
Yeah.
you said, Deku doesn't have to mean that. It can mean something else. Look at the words. Boom. You got it. You can do this. You can do that. Like, right. That's why she even had to cut to a point where she said, okay, wait, I have to start bringing myself up. So that's why she had to lock her feelings away. And it's like, okay, I need to
Yeah.
focus on it and be
She
a better hero.
like she even said that she was gonna put her feelings aside so she could do what she needs to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause like even though us Isocho strippers did say we did have a little food at the end of this chapter, it wasn't about really the ship. It wasn't about that ship. It was more of her moment. It was a her moment, similar to like in this instance with Bakugo. It was a Bakugo moment,
Uh-huh.
and it was like his defining moment, her like soon to be defining moment,
Yep.
and like it wasn't like it shouldn't be like we shouldn't throw shipping into this all of the time. We
Yeah.
shouldn't.
Uh-huh.
There's a time and place for it.
It is true. It is true. It's true. But
Yeah.
in my mind, that solidified them, Bakugo and Midoriya's friends, and then
Yeah.
Ochako had that big moment at the end because she's bringing Izuku
Yeah.
back in, like regardless of what they think, their opinion, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Like he's here, he's staying, and that's just the end of that. That's just the end of
Mhm.
that. Oh, and we can't forget.
Oh.
We can't forget this too.
Yeah.
We finally, after so many years, we finally got to see 13's face.
Oh yeah.
I know.
We finally,
Like Horikoshi,
I think that was the low-key-
just drop it.
right? I was like out of
low-key drop it.
exactly, like he just in the midst of everything emotional going on, it's like we paid like so many shocking revelations, so many
Yeah.
character developments. He just like, hey, boom, 13's face. Like, wait, what? Because when I saw the league, it was like, hold on, wait a minute. I was
Yeah.
like, wait, that's 13? Like how he just casually dropping
Yes.
13's face in the middle of the whole chapter.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, Horikoshi, you doing too much. But yes,
And you know, he also sneaked in something else. Like I do not know if anyone took notice of I think it was the first or second panel.
uh-huh.
All Mike's car is like it's just casually there.
It
Oh.
didn't get destroyed. I thought they.
I
thought
mean,
they
I
I
don't
know
know.
that.
Maybe unless he got a new car, a car that looks similar to his car is there.
Uh-huh.
So I think All Might is somewhere in the distance, but
I mean,
choose
2
not
to
to make
1.
himself known.
If the kids contacted the principal and he contacted Endeavor, I'm pretty sure everyone knows that. Okay, well they're gonna bring Deku back to UA. So I think that's So
Yeah.
that's most likely could be him. But overall, this
Yeah.
hey man,
Very good chapter.
it really good,
chapter.
really good. 3 chapters honestly. All this whole
Yeah.
I cannot say this enough.
Some people are upset. Some people are upset that the Batman Deku will soon be over.
Listen, this is-
I saw some
And to-
people talking about that.
And to those people, that wasn't the point.
Yeah,
I just want to say
No, it wasn't.
that wasn't. It wasn't the point to make Deku this dark and edgy character. No,
Yeah.
it was just to show the weight that he is carrying and how much
Yeah.
that is mentally playing on him. Like how much the
Mhm.
hero syndrome that he has isn't always correct, and feeling
It
like
also
he has
shows how
to be
much.
the,
Yeah.
No,
It also shows how much one for all's words. No, not one for all for one. Sorry, all for one's words like tainted him because like ever since
yeah,
like you saw that panel when he was breaking out of the ice, you literally saw the your next literally printed
Yeah.
onto Midoriya, which is
exactly.
another amazing style choice, artistic choice what
Mhm.
Horikoshi did.
Yeah.
Shows how much those words synced into him
Yeah.
because like he's afraid not he didn't want no one near him, and even Todoroki was telling him say why don't you think this is probably what he wants. He wants you like exhausted alone
Right,
and
exactly.
like
It makes you
this.
easier. Right, it makes you easier to take down. It makes you less focused.
Yeah.
Like he knew that, and even the past successors knew that. It's like he's wearing out. He needs to get snapped
Yeah.
back in reality. Now, I mean, but the only thing I'll say is the people who want Batman Deku is that we're not going to keep this exact thing that we have now, but I do feel as though we were going to see a different Deku with a more balanced
Yeah.
character,
Yeah.
and a more balanced personality.
Yeah.
Like he still has all this in mind. So
Mhm.
this was a lot of good character development, and like I can't stress enough, Horikoshi has been on a very good stride with this manga. Like a very very good stride with
We've
this
been
manga.
eating good for 2 years straight.
Like we really have.
Yes, but
Like without
Oh,
Been eating
question,
good.
we really, truly, and truly, honestly have. We honestly have.
Mhm.
But before we end the segment, the pod, this was requested, and I thought we can talk about it, really quickly.
Sure.
Dive into it, Vinland Saga, but not so much the updated chapters, but a bit of what, we can just talk about how, because me and Ma watched Vinland Saga. I mean, read it, the upcoming arc, because the anime is coming back, and we know it, so we can kind of like dive into like our thoughts about what the farm arc.
Oh.
So yeah, you dive into it.
Oh, you mean
I
I'm
haven't
gonna
read it, so
or the
you guys
farm arc in
go
the
ahead.
manga?
Okay, yeah, huh? The farm arc, yeah,
The farm-
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the
Well,
upcoming, was about to adopt in season 2.
All right. When I first started to read the manga, I caught up before the anime started. Anyway, so
Yeah.
yeah. When I started to read the manga and I got to the farm arc, it was kind of shocking for me because I was so used to the violence, the strong
Yeah.
character worth in conjunction with said violence and whatnot, to just go to seeing a fundamentally different Thorfinn,
Yeah,
like a emo Thorfinn,
definitely.
who just was he was just
Completely.
lost. He's given up on life. Like he just
Yeah.
was existing basically at this
Yeah.
point. So to see his journey from that to where he is
Like,
now,
Yeah,
it
he allowed
was
himself
just-
to be. I don't see, yeah, he allowed himself to be a slave. So that should tell you something.
Yeah,
like,
he willingly allowed himself
Like-
to be a slave. He allowed others to beat the shit out of him, talk to him any type of way. Like he just was done
yeah,
and defeated, and just
and felt
finished.
worthless. And like Omar said, like that was such a 360 from
Yeah.
to see from
180.
180, sorry,
Yeah.
to see from Thorfinn, because this is not the character we're used to seeing.
Yeah.
To see him so defeating, and I felt like
Yeah,
that was a lot of people may not, well, anime onlys may not like the shift, at least in anime. And
in the
anime
beginning,
wise, in the beginning, but
'cause as it goes on,
yeah,
the character work itself is phenomenal.
because
It's just as
the
good
farm
as
is
what's become before.
necessary. Yes,
And
it's,
the
it's
farm
so
arc is necessary to get Thorfinn to get Thorfinn's character to where it should be, where it should have been this whole time.
Right.
Because remember what Askeladd said to this man before he died. I want you to go further beyond than
yes.
Thor's did.
Exactly.
It's like become a true warrior, son of
Exactly.
Thor's. And like
And let's
this,
not forget Thor's words to him saying, "A warrior doesn't always have to use violence. He doesn't have
a true warrior
Mhm.
doesn't need
need
violence.
right?" So take that what Askeladd said and Thor said. We are getting Thorfinn pushed into what, like you said, truly beyond
Becoming a true warrior.
like
Yeah.
really and truly and understanding his purpose in life.
Yeah.
Because prior to that, his whole purpose was killing Askeladd and getting revenge for his father.
Mm-hmm.
That was taken from him. He didn't get to kill Askeladd. So he had no purpose in life. He had no drive. He didn't understand himself because he was so driven by revenge this entire time that now he's a shell. He's an empty shell. So the farm arc is reestablished is Thorfinn as a better character in my honest opinion. As a much better character. Yeah. That's not one dimensional but has many layers to himself.
Yes. And then we're also introduced to other cool characters along the way too. So it's not gonna be all for naught. Like you're not gonna have to wait long to see cool characters doing interesting things.
Yeah, not at all. And we get to see Arthur as well, in that arc. And we
think I'm not Arthur.
Sorry. Oh my God, why can't I remember the king? Why can't I remember the newly appointed king who was once Canute?
Yeah, Canute.
We get to see once Prince Canute, now King Canute. We get to see a much different side to him.
Floki, not Floki. Oh God, Thorkel. His character goes through some changes too.
Exactly.
So
that happened in the farm arc.
Not in the farm arc, but
whenever
we
I don't know
see him.
Yeah, I don't know.
We get to see the change in him too.
That's going to be in season 2, but
if it's as long as season 1 was, 25 episodes,
maybe so?
I think they could definitely adapt up to the attack where Thorfinn ended up having to go
into the woods. Does it? Okay.
Well, yeah, the wood stuff where he meet the girl with the eye patch. And then also,
another cool
like
character.
when Canute army was attacking this area and Thorfinn was there.
Okay.
And
no, I know what you mean. I just can't remember that. Yeah, the little boy who tried to get him because Thorfinn takes a real the life of a pacifist.
Yeah,
and he attempts to do so.
Yeah,
by all means, like again, the Thorfinn we see in season 1 would have been like straight violence without hesitation. The Thorfinn we get throughout there because second season 2 is when this Finland saga really starts. Yeah, like it's essentially when Finland saga really starts. So the real Thorfinn we get is someone who tries to solve everything without a need of violence. And if it comes to violence, he's not killing.
He's
not killing.
He can fight, but he ain't killing.
He's not killing anybody. And that's why I said there's much more depth to him. Like I said, we get more characters. Canute becomes the proper villain. He becomes the proper villain. We get like I like Canute because we understand.
There's layers to Canute
exactly
too, so.
Because you can understand Canute, but at the same time, it's like you don't have to like his way. But it's definite layers to Canute.
It's hard for me to be against Canute,
right? But I think the allure is seeing Thorfinn and Canute come in collision of each other because they almost shift roles.
Yeah,
you can say they shift roles. Yeah, but there's still. But in them shifting roles, there's more layers to them in those roles. Yeah. So definitely that's definitely something to look forward to. But Vinland Saga is really good. Vinland Saga is really good. Manga wise, and I think it's going to continue to be really good. Anime wise as well. So yeah, man, I just want to talk about that because the anime is. I mean, the anime is coming back, and we need to I think we talk about some more mangas that we usually don't get to talk about. Well, we didn't get to talk about Blue Lock this episode, but we definitely will talk about it next. Where Omar will be able to gush more about one of his favorite mangas right
now. The Omar episode.
Listen, there you go with the Omar episode. But with that being said, though, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. However you consume this podcast, we'll be back again with you next week. Don't forget to follow us in the Solid Discord network to come and chat with us. learn more about us. Come and get some anime suggestions. Come if you want to just talk about anime, you can do that. You know, you want to know if you're new, you may be interested in starting some anime and want some suggestions on where you should start. Would be easy to digest.
I will be posting my anime list in the Discord.
He will. I think we all, if we who all has mouths, I think we start posting more and just get more people, and we're definitely going to. Oh, you missed it! You missed it, April. I am going to post on the Twitter page. I'm gonna have Omar and Vicky's Omar list, and I'm gonna ask the public.
Oh my God.
Which one they find which list do they find more interesting? I don't know. That's just a little fun thing, but no, definitely follow us in the
you
solid.
Make me want to update my mile list.
Do it. You should. It's an easy way to keep up with things. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, definitely for anyone who watches a lot of anime, Mal or live chat, definitely good ways to keep up to date with anime, upcoming animes, track and stuff like that.
Chart.
Yeah, live chat. I said live chat. Sorry,
a good way to track the anime you've watched and what you're currently watching.
Boom. But yes, follow us in the Discord, with the Solid Network. Yeah, and like I said, you can find us there.
And on Twitter.
I can't forget us at the Otaku Pod. You can follow us right there on Twitter at the Otaku Pod. Yes. We'll be updating there, and you can interact with there too. So don't be shy. But until next time, guys. The Otaku Summit has ended. We are out.
She said it again.
Yes. I was waiting for somebody to say it.
Do you want us to say the truth?
I mean, no, we don't have to, but I just don't want someone to say it because we got so used to it, and I don't mind it.